Good morning student, myself Gaurav Kumar Sharma, and in today's class we are going to continue our chapter number 14, properties of parallel lines. In the previous classes we have discussed about the properties of parallel lines, and in class we will try to solve our exercise number 14. So let's start. Question number 1 of this exercise. In this question we have given a figure in which L is parallel to M, both lines are parallel to each other, and there is a transversal T which is cutting both the parallel lines at distinct points and making some pairs of angles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. It is also given that the value of the measure of angle 5 is 70 degree, and we have to find on the basis of this the measure of angle 1, 3, 4 and 8. So let's start. So student, in the previous class we have already discussed about the various types of angles which is formed by a transversal when it cuts two parallel lines. Corresponding angles, pair of corresponding angles, pair of alternate interior angle, pair of alternate exterior angle, and consecutive interior angles and vertically opposite angles. So we will apply all those angles here. So first of all, because we have to find the value of angle 1. So student, what is the relation between the angle 1 and angle 5? As you can see in this figure, both are pairs of corresponding angles. Both are pairs of corresponding angles. And when the corresponding angles are formed in between parallel lines, then they are equal. That is why we can write here angle 5 is equals to angle 1. And what would be the reason? Reason will be that both are corresponding angles in between parallel lines. That is why they will be equal. And the value of angle 5 is already given in the question as 70 degree. That is, angle 1 will also be 70 degree. So we have found one of our angles, angle 1 will be 70 degree. Now angle 3, 4 and 8 we have to find. Now look at angle 3. What can you conclude between angle 3 for angle 3 and angle 5? Yes, both are pair of alternate interior angles, and alternate interior angles are also equals in between parallel lines. So angle 3 will be equals to angle 5, and angle 5 is already given as 70 degree. So angle 3 will also be 70 degree because both are pair of alternate interior angles. So 3 is also 70 degree. Now time to find angle number 4. Now student, what can you say about angle 4 and 5? Yes, angle 4 and 5 both are consecutive interior angles. Consecutive interior angles, and the property of consecutive interior angle is that the sum of them is equals to 180 degree. So angle 4 and angle 5 will be equals to 180 degree, and angle 5 is already given as 70 degree. So with the help of this we can find angle 4. We will take this 70 to right hand side and it will become minus 70 degree, and we will get the value of angle 4 as 110 degree. So the value of angle 4 will be 110 degree. Now what can you say about angle 4 and angle 8? Yes, both are corresponding angles. Angle 8 and angle 4 both are corresponding angles, and because we have already found the value of angle 4, so the value of angle 8 will also be 110 degree. So student, thus we have found the required values of angles here, angle 1, 3, 4 and 8. That is the solution of question number 1. Now let's move on to the question number 3. Question number 3. In this question, again we have two parallel lines L and M, and there is a transversal line T. And some of the angles are there which are in variable form, 2x minus 8 and 3x minus 7, and we have to find the measure of these angles. So student, through this figure it is very clear that both the angles are consecutive interior angles. Both the angles are consecutive interior angles, and because L is parallel to M, then in this case the sum of these consecutive interior angles will be 180 degree according to their property. So we can write here 2x minus 8 plus 3x minus 7 is equals to 180 degree. Now 2x plus 3x will become 5x, minus 8 and minus 7 will become minus 15 is equals to 180 degree. In order to get the value or the measurement, the measures of 2x minus 8 and 3x minus 7, we have to find first the value of variable x. So we will transfer this minus 15 into RHS and it will become plus 15, and thus we will get 5x is equals to 195. Because we have to find the value of x here, so we'll make alone x in LHS and rest of the multiples or the factors we'll take in RHS. So we'll write x is equals to 195 divided by 5, which will become 39. It means that the value of x will be 39. Now with the help of this value of x, we will try to find out the values of 2x minus 8 and 3x minus 7. So 2x minus 8 will become, we will put the value of x here, 2 into 39 minus 8, that is 78 minus 8, and it will become 70 degrees. Hence the value of this first angle will be 70 degree. Again 3x minus 7 will become 3 into 39 minus 7, 170 minus 7, that will become 110. Yes student, now it's time to verify that our answer is correct or not. As we have already said here that both are pair of consecutive interior angles and the sum of their will be 180 degree, must be 180 degree. So please check their sum is 180 degree or not. Yes, 70 plus 110 will give us 180 degree. That is, our answer is absolutely correct. Now let's move on to the next question. In question number 5, we are given angle B is equals to 65 as in the figure. Angle C is equals to 45. This line BAE is parallel to BC, and the value of angles DAB and EAC are given as x degree and y degree respectively. What we have to find in this question, we have to find the values of these angles, that is x degree and y degree, the measures of x degree and y degree. So let's start. So student, through this figure, with the help of the given information, we will try to find out the value of x degree and y degree. So as it is already given that BAE, this line, is parallel to this, and can you consider AB as a transversal? Of course, AB can be considered as a transversal, and we know it very well that if two parallel lines are there and a transversal is also there, then in such case the pairs of alternate interior angles are equal, and here we can see clearly this x degree and this 65 degree both are alternate interior angles and they will be equal. So we can write here that angle DAB will be equals to angle CBA, and the value of angle CBA is given as 65 degree. So angle DAB will be 65 degree. Similarly, we can consider again this line AC as a transversal which is cutting parallel lines BC as well as DAE. So in this case, this y degree will be equal to this 45 degree because both are pair of alternate interior angles. Now let's move on to the question number 7. Question number 7. In this question, we are given AO is parallel to CD. This ray AO is parallel to this ray CD, and OB is parallel to CE. This ray OB is parallel to this ray C, and the value of one angle is also given. The value of angle AOB is given as 50 degree, and we have to find with the help of these information the value of angle ECD. So how we will find the value of angle ECD? So students, as you can see here, the ray AO is parallel to ray CD. AO is parallel to CD, and OB is a transversal for it, for these two lines. So we can say that this angle AOB will be equal to this angle CDB, because both are corresponding angles. So the value of AOB is already given 50 degree. Thus the value of angle CDB will also be 50 degree. That is, this will also be 50 degree. Now again students, we have another pair of parallel rays, and that is OB parallel to CE. This OB is parallel to CE, and we can consider this ray CD as a transversal for these two parallel rays. And in this case, we have a pair of consecutive interior angle, that is angle ECD plus angle CDB will be equals to 180 degree. And the value of CDB we have already find. The value of CDB is 50 degree. So thus the value of angle ECD will be 180 minus 50 degree, that is 130 degree. Hence the required angle ECD will be equal to 130 degree. So student, this is all about question number 7.